Hi there. Do you like blood, violence, freaks of nature? Yeah, so do I. So I'm gonna show off some of my movies that have blood and violence and other shit like that. It's Chris Evil, and this is what, my sixth video of me showing off my DVD collection. So yeah, it's my DVD collection video. Behold! Da -da -da! Alright, so since it's Halloween, well, technically it hasn't been Halloween for an hour and 45 minutes because it's 1:45. So, happy Dia de los Muertos, and a belated happy Halloween to you all. I'm just gonna jump right in. I figured the best place to start would be Trick or Treat. Great fucking movie. I may have already shown it on my anthology one. Fuck it, who cares? It's a great video, and I'm gonna show it again, just because it's so great. I mean, it's got a bunch of different good stories. It all takes place on one Halloween night, and they're all sort of interconnected in one way or another. It's got werewolves, and it's got ghosts of retarded children, and yeah, Anna Paquin. Nice. Yeah, it was pretty fucking good. Yeah, check it out. It's directed by Michael Dougherty, written and directed by him. It's just a fucking great movie. I mean, I guess that's all I can say about this. Fuck yeah, watch it. Alright, so on to my next choice, Behind the Mask. It's really fucking awesome because it's it starts out as a one of those movies where they're all shot on video, you know, but it's supposed to be like a documentary about a guy who wants to be a serial killer like Freddy or Jason or something like that, and it shows him training to be the thing, but then at a certain point it switches over to a regular movie, not the cinema verite, which I get tired of that kind of shot on video type movies like Cloverfield and stuff like that. Some of them are really good, some of them are not. This is definitely a good one. It's Behind the Mask, Rise of Leslie Vernon, and right now they're trying to get a sequel or a prequel or something like that. Before the Mask is what it's called. They're trying to raise money for it. I don't know if they're still trying to raise the money for it or not, but if check it out, look for it, and you might be able to get in on it. I don't know for sure, but alright. This is just kind of a random horror movie thing. Usually I had like themes, but not today. Alright, next movie. Well, I've shown these before, I think. I know I've shown this one. It's what my makeup is inspired by, is Captain Spaulding. Right there, that motherfucker right there. Hell yeah, that fucking guy rocks. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure I showed this in my evil cannibal family, killer family collection one. I'm not sure if I shown this one because I don't even think I had a Blu-ray player at the time, but yeah, this is my first Blu-ray I bought, The Devil's Rejects. The first one was just surreal and cartoony and colorful, and it was amazing. The first time I saw it, it was the day after I shattered 3 bones in my foot, and I was all hopped up on Vicodin, and I had my foot propped up on the chair in front of me, and that first scene, at the end of that first scene, when he's like, fuck your mama, fuck your sister, and most of all, fuck you, and bam, 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 motherfucker, and just blows his brains out. I was blown away. This is fucking great. And he didn't disappoint with this one. It's more realistic. It's got a lot of classic 70s rock in the soundtrack. I mean, they go through, I mean, almost the entire song over the Free Bird. Fucking A, dude. And, yeah, it's just great. Watch it. Watch it. Both Rob Zombie's movies. So, since I already started on clowns, let's keep going on the clowns. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Yes. I remember seeing this when I was a real little kid. I checked it out from I Love Video in Austin. The clowns are just hilarious. They have a gun that shoot you and you get wrapped up in cotton candy. And yeah, they're evil killer clowns. They're big and goofy looking, kind of like that thing. They shoot a popcorn gun. It's just a really fun movie. It's directed by Steven Chiodo. It's produced by the Chiodo brothers. I think they did makeup effects for some movie. I can't think what movie it is, but I think this was their first like directing movie. Stephen King's It. It's based on the book by Stephen King. It was a mini-series. It's got a bunch of good people in it. What's his name? Harry Anderson, John Ritter. Yeah, and of course Tim Curry. Tim Curry's just amazing actor. Got a great voice. And he plays Pennywise the Clown. It's like an evil entity that takes on a different form every so often, and it's a lot of flashbacks to the 50s. And speaking of Tim Curry, I was going to say John Curry, that's a friend of mine, but yeah, Tim Curry, yeah. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. This is the 3-disc anniversary edition. It's got the Rocky Horror Picture Show and Shock Treatments, the spin-off sequel. Yeah. I love the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's got a transvestite from outer space, and it's a musical, lots of great songs. My mom was a big fan of it, so I'm a second generation fan. And Shock Treatments was made in the 80s. I can't remember which. I can look at it and see, but yeah, Shock Treatments has some good songs. Alright. Yeah, so Rocky Horror Picture Show, Shock Treatments. It doesn't have Tim Curry. But they do have the guy that played Dame Edna. I can't think of his name. But it has most of the cast. It doesn't have the people that played Brad and Janet. But it does have the characters Brad and Janet. It's following them afterwards. And it all takes place in a TV studio. It's insane. As insane as this one. It has great songs. It was made in the 80s. So, yeah, I suggest if you can find the double pack, get it. I don't think I paid much more for this than I did just the regular 1-disc Rocky Horror Picture Show. I think I paid $10 for that at Walmart. I actually got this one at Walmart too. Alright, moving right along. Wes Craven's Shocker. It is a ridiculous movie. It's about a guy who's a serial killer, and for some reason, oh yeah, this kid can see into his, like, witness him killing people, and he ends up catching the guy after his family gets killed, his adopted family. They execute him by electric chair, and he becomes electricity. He was like a TV repairman. It is just like ridiculously awesome. Great 89, so yeah. Good stuff. Alright. On to Bubba Ho-Tep. I love this fucking movie. Bruce Campbell playing an elderly Elvis. I actually bought this for $1. This isn't the original case it came from. I got it from Blockbuster, previously viewed. It didn't have the paper, so I just like printed this off the internet. But yeah, it's a great movie. It's directed by Don Coscarelli, who did the Phantasm. Yeah. So. Oh, and it's got Ozzie Davis playing a black guy who thinks he's JFK. Well, he thinks he was JFK, and the CIA took his brain and put it in a black man so that no one would take him seriously or something like that. But they're chasing down a mummy who is killing people in a nursing home by sucking their souls out of their assholes. I don't have to say anything else. Now, at the end, they have a little teaser, Bubba Nosferatu, which they have yet to make it. I don't know if they ever will, but I want to see it. So, yeah. Here's one a friend of mine, Melbourne, sent me. House, or Houseu, or something like that is how it's pronounced. This is a Japanese movie. It is the most mind-blowingly fucked up psychedelic horror movie. Japanese horror movie. I mean, they do a lot of green screen stuff, and I can't even describe it. It was made in '77. It's all in Japanese, which I like subtitles better than dubbed, because dubbed they sound fucking stupid. But yeah, House, get it. It will blow your fucking mind. Do not use any kind of psychedelic drugs while watching this. You will freak the fuck out. And this is a Criterion Collection edition. So, yeah. Okay. I Spit on Your Grave. It is a great revenge movie. This beautiful redheaded woman. She's a writer. She moves out into the country to write a novel or something like that. And these redneck hillbillies rape her in the woods, and then they rape her in the woods, and they rape her in the house and beat the shit out of her. And then they have their retarded friend. They're trying to get him to lose his virginity to her because he has a big thing for her. But they tell him to kill her, and he doesn't, and then she gets her revenge. It was originally called Day of the Woman. They made a remake of it, which was actually pretty fucking good. I usually hate remakes. Not always, but I mean, it depends on the remake, but the remake of it was pretty fucking good. I'm eventually gonna get it, but yeah. Another one you gotta see. Alright. This one is distributed by Troma. I was on Facebook one day, and Troma had put up a thing saying that this movie was sold at Walmart for $5 in the $5 bin. So I went to Walmart and I dug through it for about a good 20 minutes until I finally found it at the bottom. It's Redneck Zombies. It's shot on video. not like cinema verite, but like they use like videotape video cameras to shoot it. Well, anyway, this is the 20th anniversary edition. It not only comes with the DVD, but it also comes with the soundtrack to the movie. It's pretty interesting soundtrack. It was worth the $5. Oh, okay, let me start from the beginning. This army guy is transporting this toxic waste substance in a barrel somewhere, and it falls off the truck out in the middle of nowhere, and this hillbilly moonshiner guy takes it from him and tells him, "We gotta get off my land," points a shotgun at him. Well, he sells it to these other moonshiners, and they use it to make a still, which the moonshine they make is like bright green, turns people into zombies. It is a masterpiece of SOV shot on video, dude. Yeah. I love the part where the guy takes the acid and then he's trying to dissect a zombie. It's so great. I laughed my ass off. Alright. Since we were doing a sleazy movie, and that kind of sleazy movie, here's another kind of sleazy movie. I saw this when I was 11 years old, and it warped my fucking brain. Street Trash. It's about hobos and this liquor, I guess it's wine or a bottle. This guy finds a crate of wine. He's a liquor store owner. He finds a crate of wine, little bottles of wine called Tenafly Viper. But yeah, right there, that bottle. I'm pointing at it. Let's hold the picture up. It makes people melt, and they melt into like bright colors. Here's a picture of the bottle. But yeah, when I bought it, it came with a sticker of the label, so you can make your own bottle of Tenafly Viper. Let's see. I thought there was another really good picture in there, but I guess I was thinking of the menu. But yeah, I love this movie so much that 2 years ago, around Christmas time, when I got some like gift cards, I bought it on Amazon. They have a better version, but I didn't have quite enough money on it to get it, so I didn't. But the next Christmas, I was like, man, I'd like a Street Trash t-shirt. So I just, checking it out, typed in Street Trash t-shirt, and lo and behold, it was like a couple days away from being the last day of pre-order for a shirt from Fright Rags is the name of this company. They make shirts, and they'll do them for limited edition and shit like that. You can get them for only a certain amount of time before they're gone. But here's the shirt. I've worn it in some other videos. Yes, this shirt is amazing. So check that out. Yeah, Street Trash. It's just, it will make you want to take a shower after you watch it. It's just so sleazy and horrible. The director, Jim Muro, I think that's what his name is, Jim Muro, he went on to be a Steadicam operator for like all kinds of big things. Like he was a Steadicam operator in Titanic and shit like that. Big name movies. I think he did Steadicam in what is it called? One of the Terminator movies. He did a lot with James Cameron. So yeah, there's that one. All right, I already did the vampire one, but I didn't buy this by then. Daybreakers, starring Ethan Hawke, Willem Dafoe, Isabel Lucas, I'm not sure who that is, but and Sam Neill from Jurassic Park. Yeah, it's about after an outbreak of vampirism where most of the world are vampires now, and they're running out of people to drink from. They're running out of blood, so they're trying to round up all the humans. Uh, I was blown away by this. It's directed by the Sperrig brothers, who made this one. I think I showed this in my zombie movies collection, Undead, which was just ridiculous and fun. It was fun, but ridiculous. I mean, the guy shoots guns out of his ass over his head and catches them and starts shooting, and fish jump out of the water and he shoots them out of the sky when they're jumping at him. But this was more realistic looking. They really stepped up their game from Undead to this. Yeah, this is like big budget type movie compared to Undead, which was just so ridiculous. But yeah, I was blown away by this. This is one of the best vampire movies I've seen in a while, since I guess since Let the Right One In. I mean, this was that fucking good. Alright, so now I'm going to go into a couple of movies by this director, Dario Argento. Good old Italian giallo, which is basically serial killer type thriller type movies. It's Deep Red. It's about a pianist who witnesses a murder from a window, and it's a psychic that gets murdered because she read the thoughts of a killer in the audience. It's got a soundtrack by Goblin, which I love Goblin. If you want to have a badass soundtrack, Goblin's people to go to. But yeah, ultra bloody, really good story. It's like a whodunit type thing. So yeah, Dario Argento's Deep Red, and it's got his at the time. Well, at the time they weren't married, and then later they were married. Daria Nicoletti, I think. Yeah, Dario Nicoletti, who is the two of them made Asia Argento, who is just amazingly hot. She was in I think one of the Demons movies and Land of the Dead. Okay, another Dario Argento. This was also was it written by Daria Nicoletti, or she had something to do with it being made, but this has what's her name? Jessica Harper, who plays Janet Weiss in or Janet Majors in Shock Treatments. She's the main character. She's going to a ballet school, which turns out to be a front for a witch's coven. I think it's part of a trilogy. I think this is the only one I have of that trilogy. Something Mother's trilogy that he did, but this was amazing. Another beautiful Goblin soundtrack, just as bloody as any of Dario's other stuff. That's a good fucking movie. So, guess that's it for today. I don't have any other DVDs sitting up here, so I guess I'll see y'all later. Later, people of the tube.